Greetings everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss the differences between black and death metal. And ever since I made a video about the differences between thrash and speed metal, I've received comments about doing a similar video about black and death metal. So that's what we're going to do here today. And now it's time to roll the intro. I should start off by saying that black and death metal have similar origins. Both genres were inspired by bands such as Hellhammer, Venom, Merciful Fate, Celtic Frost, Sodom, Crater, Destruction and Slayer, to name drop a few. So how do we separate black from death metal then? Well, first we should discuss the sound differences. And these are of course my opinions and yours might be different. And I'm going to throw up a few words on the screen here and place it in the category I think it belongs to, whether I think it's more common in death or black metal. So let's start with the black metal column here. I think that atmosphere is a more common thing in black metal than death metal. Black metal is much more moody and often quite cold and depressing. Shrieking vocals are more common in black metal. Tremolo picking is something of a black metal thing, while death metal is more like a punch to the face, so to speak. Keyboards are quite common in black metal, especially in the second wave and beyond. Black metal often had these kind of murky lo-fi production values, where it could be hard to even hear what's going on. Tortured vocals, definitely black metal, while death metal had more of a guttural style. Standard E-tuning black metal, and I'm going to put melody in the black metal section, especially early on, since it was around 94 or so that we started to see more melodic death metal bands. So originally I think that black metal was more melodic. So let's switch over to the death metal side. Growling vocals is of course one of the staples of death metal. Down-tuned guitars that basso sound with the boss pedals. Chugging riffs, definitely death metal. I think that riffs in general, whether it's chugging or technical type of riffs, feels more like a death metal thing, while black metal has these kind of ghostier style riffs. Blast beats I would put in death metal. It's perhaps a thing that separates death metal more from thrash. It's also used in black metal, but perhaps it's a little bit more common in death metal. Brutality is kind of a trademark in death metal, and palm-muted riffs. Those are the main differences in sound, so let's explore the lyrics for a bit. Black metal has more anti-Christian themes than death metal. Misanthropic, depressing, suicidal themes, definitely black metal. Everything evil is of course common in black metal. Pagan themes, black metal. It could also be seen as a genre of its own, the pagan metal genre. Black metal lyrics are more introspective and more morbid than your typical death metal lyrics. Well, what about the death metal side then? Blood, guts and gore are of course staples of death metal. War themes can really be on both sides, and war metal is kind of a genre or a branch of its own. But war lyrics is quite common in death metal. Political lyrics are put in the death metal section as well. There are perhaps more extreme views in certain black metal circles, but social commentary is something that a lot of thrash metal bands have done over the years, and it kind of spilled into the death metal genre as well. Death metal lyrics are definitely less serious than black metal. I think that death metal in general has more of a self-distance to the music, something that a lot of black metal bands completely lack. Black metal is more of a full lifestyle, I would say. Slasher lyrics or admiration for horror films and such is kind of a death metal thing. There can even be some sci-fi themed death metal. So that was the general differences in lyrics, and these are of course generalizations. A black metal band can of course do a song about some horror movie from the 80s if they want to. But let's talk about the image of each genre now. Image-wise they are quite different. Face paint is more of a black metal thing, I would say, where everyone looks like a panda that has seen some shit. Black leather and studs are attires that most bands dress in. Blood and fire are often part of the live shows and the photo shoots. And black metal musicians seems more keen to be shirtless or just wear some sort of leather straps. And I don't know what's up with that. Anti-Christian symbolism in general is very common within the black metal genre. So what about the death metal genre then? Well, death metal is a bit more relaxed and they dress more like the common man, I would say. Military cargo pants is quite common, or just casual clothes in general. Death metal fans seems more keen to wear just regular black t-shirts or band shirts or stuff like that. Death metal fans sometimes wear boots, but it's more common to wear more casual shoes like sneakers or skate shoes. To summarize it, I would say that black metal has more of a lo-fi atmosphere. It has shrieking vocals and is more often played in standard tuning. And Satan is of course on the side of black metal, while death metal has chunky riffs, low guttural vocals, down-tuned guitars, and lots of gore. I also think I should mention a few bands. Typical black metal bands being Mayhem, Burzum, Immortal, Dark Throne, Bathory and Dark Funeral. And on the death metal side we have Death, Cannibal Corpse, Entombed, At the Gates, Bolt Thrower, Morbid Angel, Obituary and bands like that. And now that I've described the sound of each genre to the best of my ability, it's time for the exam. So I'm going to play a few clips and see if you can hear the difference between black and death metal. That's all I had for you guys today, but let me know if I missed any important differences between the genres. And let's continue the discussions down in the comment section below. And there are of course bands that are kinda in between the genres, sometimes referred to as black and death metal, but that's a topic for another day. And if you enjoyed the video, then hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And if you want to support my work, then there's the option to become a patron. And all my patrons get an invite to the Ruthless Metal Discord server, so thanks for considering supporting my work, like these absolute gentlemen, aka the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the differences between black and death metal down in the comment section below. And that's all for now, so thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.